Hey everyone, this is Cuba Cordovez with Eve's Garden Podcast. To my right,
I'm Sistah Shay.
I'm T.K.O.
and to my left,
Lady
Shanique.
So today we're going to be discussing, ladies, dating. We're going to be talking about dating. You know what I'm saying? I really can't say much about dating. I got married in 1999. I was 19, and I'm still married to the same man.
Well, you can help me.
21 years.
You can help me.
You dated before you married him, though.
That's right. I did date before I got married. And before I got married, I was 16 when I met him. But prior to that, me meeting him, I was in 20 sexless relationships.
Wow, you good.
Sexless
Keyword.
relationships.
Sexless.
Keyword. Sexless.
Sexless.
But I had a dude for everything. And when I met him, he knocked them all down like a bowling ball.
Pow.
He did. He was the last man standing. Got married at 19, and we've been married ever since. I'm 39.
You got to show me how to do that. Because,
Congratulations.
See, that's what I'm looking for. You got to show me. Congratulations, right?
Congratulations.
You got to show me how to do that.
Because what they say, what's the normal? What they say, the normal, most people don't make it over. If you make it over, what?
2 years.
You good.
Yeah, the hardest part of marriage is the first 2 years.
And you done passed 2 years a lot of times.
A lot of times.
A lot of times.
Right.
And it's so rare because even though we're talking about dating, we're going to briefly talk about marriage, but it's so weird with it because when I meet people, they're like, do you have the same baby daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that is so sad, but it's so rare. You know what I mean? But it is a reality.
That's true.
That
is true.
It's very rare, and I know that. I acknowledge that. But yeah, so I really don't. I mean, y'all can ask me stuff about dating, but I ain't have much experience.
Yeah,
I went from mommy and daddy to the husband.
So you might as well just take a back seat. Just pop out, take a back seat.
Stop out.
Relax.
I'm going to sit back.
Yeah.
Y'all got this?
We got this.
All right.
Mhm.
Well,
So, Sistah Shay.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let me tell you. At my age, dating is really crazy.
Well, what's your age?
I'm not telling. I am not telling my age.
Don't be like that.
But 59.
That's right.
That's a beautiful.
And I still got them up there. See?
Lift
they
and
still
separate.
there,
Lift.
But see,
and separate.
my age... Oh, I got to separate it. I forgot.
Yeah, got separated.
At my age, I'm either getting guys that want their mammy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, no, you supposed to take care of me. Or I'm getting the guys my age that need them blue pills. Y'all know them blue pills. Y'all know them blue pills. And they try to take...
Flag on play.
Flag on the play.
That
No,
means...
ma'am.
That means...
No, ma'am.
You know what a blue pill is.
Jesus, we got to talk about
But you ain't my age, so you don't know. You really
Hell,
don't.
that don't mean nothing. We got young men.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
That's in my
yeah.
age range. I'm 40.
Yeah.
But they need assistance too. So
Yeah.
not just the old.
Yeah,
Oh my
like men that have
gosh.
diabetes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
I don't have those problems.
Yeah,
I'm not. I haven't dated in 3 damn years, but I still don't have them problems. I don't have no blue pill
Wow.
problems.
No blue pill. I ain't got no blue pill problems either.
Well,
I'm a
have-
Christian.
Shitting me. We
Don't
all
know what they
Christians.
talking about.
She don't know. Yeah, okay.
They
All
got
right,
3
well.
kids, right?
But you know, dating is not safe. It doesn't even matter. Like I said, I've been dating somebody for 3 years, and people slide in my DMs every single day.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
None.
and they're quick to say stuff like, you need a friend.
Yep.
Wow.
Or they say, I'm dating too. I'm married too. Like, that's going to make you
Well, I
say,
don't get that.
oh, I want him.
Mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
mhm.
No.
It's hard. It's hard because y'all know that show Fatal Attraction. That be And
That's what scared me.
That's
Yeah.
what scared me you. tell you.
That's what scared me.
Yeah.
Because my last one had 2 teeth. He had 2 teeth and the bottom of his... I mean, seriously. And then he had a good job, but my dysfunction was like, oh, I'm going to fix his teeth. I'm going to fix his teeth for him and
I'ma
make him look
fix
good.
him.
I'm going to fix him.
So you're the fixer.
Fix him. But I was like,
I'm
no.
not the fixer.
What was wrong with me in my head?
Right.
That 2 teeth was okay. Don't
Right.
smile. Don't smile. Please,
He was
don't smile.
he was good until he smiled.
Yeah, he was okay until he smiled. And I was
Aw.
like, oh, man, you work for the school system. Why you ain't got no teeth?
Right.
I don't understand. He was a good plumber. And see, having no teeth on the
Is
top.
that does
was
it plumber?
really
Is
good,
that an
He had
AKA
no-
for mean for something else?
Ooh,
Girl, yes, honey.
yes. I mean, he had no teeth on the top, so you know.
Wait.
She did it really good. That's what made me stay.
She's a whore.
I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea what they're talking
She
about.
said experience.
But that was my experience.
How you said in Jamaican?
Tooth up?
Yeah.
What you say, guys?
Child, let us say the child.
Right. Chuff. Chuff. So, what about you, T.K.O? Dating? Are you dating?
Well, no. I'm dating my kid.
Well, what was your dating experience? Okay. Let them know.
Took a deep breath.
Let them know. Look at this.
Well,
Yours had more than 2 teeth.
I
can't with her.
I can't. Before you
3 kids.
Okay.
And I had none.
Where's that card?
My dating was, it was. You know what? But I dated, but I was in the club. I was in the club.
Whore. Yeah.
I was in the club. And I was able to date. And it was kind of easier because you didn't have no kids. But then I had one kid and I would say, Mama or Daddy, can you watch him? I put him to sleep. Now you try to go watch him. Go to sleep,
So you
But then I had 2. Then I had a 3rd one. But I stopped now. I stopped. And so dating has, I think with kids, it becomes a little harder.
Yeah.
It becomes a little more challenging when you have kids.
Yeah. And you can't just bring anybody around.
Can't bring just anybody around.
Right. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have those problems where I had to even think about stuff like that. But I know that's hard for women, mothers, you know what I mean? Having kids and then dating and got to find a sitter and don't know if it's too soon to bring this dude around them or it's scary, especially now.
Shit.
2018.
Let me tell you, last minute shit, that's what make me mad.
What?
Do not call me 2 days before you want to go out talking about, you want to go out? You got a babysitter?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got babysitter money.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You need to plan ahead, sir.
Plan ahead.
I'm sorry.
Plan
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Can you plan ahead, sir?
Well, I got to give you a heads up so you can plan ahead.
Right.
Well, first off, you got to ask
They
me.
ain't really got to find no
Nah, I
babysitter.
got to
Right.
No, you got to see if I'm in a
'Cause
good
we're the
mood.
moms.
Because I
We're
don't
the
even know if I
moms.
want to go. You got to make sure I'm in a good mood.
Right.
Because, I work and then by the time Friday come, I don't even really want to leave the bed.
Yeah, that is
Just
true.
being real.
It's really, it is
Yeah.
different now.
I'm
2019
sleepy.
is really different with dating now. It really is. Even though I don't have no experience in it, but through you guys, my friends and cousins, and just the stories that I hear.
So were you a daddy's girl? Did that?
No, I wasn't a daddy's girl, but maybe when I was young. But what I did learn and what I did see is how a man is supposed to be and how they're supposed to treat you. And what my parents instilled in me is I know who I was. Although I got married at 19, and although I started dating my husband at 16, I knew who I was. If that make any kind of sense, I really knew who I was, and I knew what I was sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
And when
she started dating at 16.
Keep on talking.
and when I say what I'm sitting on, ain't just what I'm really sitting on.
Okay.
You
knew your worth.
I knew my worth.
Right.
75% of that was me knowing who I was and what I can bring to the table, what I can bring in a relationship. Although I was young, I knew I had good examples, and I couldn't really bring finances to the table because I was 16. But my personality, my knowledge or whatever I brought to the table, which was just me. And I saw with my grandfather, and my father, they were good providers. So when I saw certain things in my husband, I was like, yeah.
He just knocked them all out.
He
That's
knocked
cool.
them all out.
I love it.
And I think you make a good point because I think the most important thing about dating, especially in 2019, is knowing your worth because a lot of women are like ass backwards. And what happens is that they don't know who they are. So then they get in these relationships and they just settle for anything. And then they blame the men. But it's really like if I was a man, I would do the same thing because
they don't know who they are.
If you let me
I need
do
to teach a class.
something, if you let me do something,
ladies,
I'm gonna do it.
Class.
Like I could not be a man. I'd be busting it down and be just. All right, Keisha.
Okay.
Hey, Simone.
I need to teach a class.
You cute. Yeah, because I don't want an STD. Okay. My penis wouldn't fall off. I'd be real cute. You know, Chris Brown cousin. You know,
Chris Brown cousin.
Like
not your brother.
Don't I look like a Luis? Yeah,
not Luis.
Luis, you know.
Luisito.
Yeah.
And if you can't remember the full name, just do like the first letter of the. What's up, man?
No. It's 2019. It's 2019. This is what you say. This is how you say. Babe. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Babe.
Baby
girl. Baby girl.
Yeah.
Say my name. Say my name.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Don't call me no color. We're not in elementary school.
That's right.
Yeah. But you know, women that are like us need to teach a class to like, especially for these young girls on, like I said earlier, what we're sitting on. And like I said, 75% of what you're sitting on is what you can bring to the table, knowing your worth. And the other 25 is what you're literally sitting on. And it will make you want to marry me. Okay.
Well, you married, so shit.
She did it.
I guess that's the truth.
Soaking it all in.
She married, so I guess that's the truth.
Y'all better do what I do, honey. I share Tony.
Yeah. my husband, her husband. That's what she said. Yeah, she be like, what our husband say? Not like that.
We don't say it like that. Y'all
nasty. Not that kind of shit. But hey, if something going down and she need a man to protect her,
Always know.
he is the community husband in our friendship.
Damn, the community husband. That's the community daddy.
He's a community daddy
Yeah.
too.
He holds everybody.
Yeah, he does. He's a good guy.
You'll meet him. You'll meet him shortly.
Yes. That Adam is good. And when they say black men don't take care of their kids, you ain't meet my husband.
That's not
you ain't
a
meet my brother. You ain't meet my daddy.
That's right.
That's a lie.
That's exactly
and
right.
we're going to kill that.
That's
right
exactly
now.
right.
I know we talking about dating, but we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to kill that lie.
That's a lie.
They do.
That's right.
Yes, they do.
My daddy took care of me and my brothers, and now he helping take care of the grandkids too.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how long did you date before you got married?
She made her husband marry her.
Remember?
You made your husband marry you.
Oh yeah.
Got to do that. That's what we probably got to do.
Just drag them to the altar.
Drag them.
Well, let me tell. Okay, all right. Okay. Hold on about that. Like you said, drag them to the altar. Okay, you can drag a man to the altar, right? But you can't make him a husband. You could drag their ass to the delivery room, but you can't make him a daddy.
That's
right.
So as long as you know that.
Well, see, now I know that he wasn't the man for me, but he was a good man. I just wasn't ready because I tore him up. I really did. I tore him up. I want this. I want that. You got money? I want that. Get it now. And he did it. Yeah. I was bad.
You was bad. You was bad. But he married you.
He married me.
But would you have any advice for anybody that feels like, hey, I don't want to take advantage of this person, but they put me in that type of situation?
Right. Well, Fantasia was on the Breakfast Club, and she was talking about relationships.
Women submitting.
Right. I agree with her to some extent.
To some extent.
Because I ran the house. But see, I saw my mother run the house. I went to church, and I saw the church with a female pastor. So I just dominated. Then I worked in the prison for years. So I just told men, go stand in the corner. You go do the. And when I got married,
I took that same mentality into your marriage.
I told him, we going to Manhattan to the altar. And he said, we don't have...
I'm going to make you want to marry me.
The courthouse. And we went to the courthouse, and he said, we don't have a witness. I went and grabbed some guy. And I said, we getting married. And he was like, but I don't want to get married. You're getting married. You're getting married. And we got married. So that's...
Well, he did.
I wouldn't recommend that. That's not the way you do it. He's supposed to ask you.
Yeah, get on his knees, profess his love.
See, I was domineering.
Yeah.
But tag on to play with that though. Because now these new millennials.
Yeah, they do.
They
doing like I'm
around.
Yeah.
And you have the females that propose to the men.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hell no.
No.
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't even want to claim the millennials did that.
Oh,
Chrissy dumbass did that. Okay,
Who
with
that?
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
Allegedly, she did do that.
No. She did
no,
do that
she
on
did.
TV.
Yeah,
on
she
TV.
did. Yeah,
It was so she did
No,
that.
I ain't asking nobody.
Yeah.
No, and some women
I ain't never
they might
nan
feel
gonna
like
ask
that's
nobody.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm a flipper. I'm a boss.
No.
I know what I want. No,
I'm a boss.
Sorry.
But
He was taking too long. He was taking too long.
You gonna ask more
me.
than the
He
woman
was
loved the
taking
man.
too long.
I'm sorry.
I think once
and
he was
they
taking
still-
too long.
They still
But
not
when
married.
she did it, did he eventually do it later on? Did he go back and do it?
No.
They're not married.
They still not even married.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really.
So after all of that.
And I love Chrissy, but
I love her too. She's
I do too.
a fellow
right.
Cubana.
No.
She's
I
a
don't
fellow
even,
Cubana. Like
I don't
me.
know. Ride or Die is getting real overused. I don't know. Ride or Die don't
Ride
even
or
look dumb as
collide.
hell. Yeah.
Okay?
That's
Ride or
what it should be.
collide.
Right. You
Not
can ride
ride
or
or
die,
die.
but ride or collide, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be with nobody for years, and then I ask them
Yeah.
to marry me,
And they
marry me
still
on TV.
Yeah,
so the
that's
world could see
embarrassing.
me.
Mhm.
And
then
it's
and don't even
it's
marry
7
you.
years later, and we still not married.
No.
And then we just got our house foreclosed on. No,
Oh
ma'am.
no.
So
So what do you think about this with dating?
So it's just like, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like when I looked at Chrissy prior to that, it was just like, she is a boss. She is her. She knows what she wants.
But are you really?
I don't even, like, you get conflicted. Because
That's
it's
right.
like,
Because they
you
portray
strong,
one thing,
but she
put
human.
up with a lie.
That's what I'm saying. She's strong, though. One thing about it, and two things for sure, she's strong, because I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Go ahead, Lady
My
D.
question is then, in a relationship as in dating, when do you combine your finances? When do you be like,
When you marry.
Oh, when you're married.
When you get married.
When
Yeah,
you're
you don't do
married.
that in
When
dating.
you're married.
Yeah, you don't do that in dating.
Yeah, I don't think you do. But
People
then
do
again,
it. No,
they
people
do
do
because
it.
they move in together.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
yeah.
So,
But you still
off
keep your own
record, nah,
stance,
you
right?
don't need
No.
to do that till you married. But to be real, then you get in the situation like my kid's dad. Like,
Yeah.
that's the same money.
I mean, when you move
I'ma
in
take your
together.
check anyways, you might as well just give it to me.
Right.
But
I'm a budget
beforehand,
anyway.
had I known beforehand, no, you don't.
Yeah.
I do believe that marriage is a business.
It
Like,
is.
I do want
It
you.
is.
I
You
think
sign
it's
a
two parts.
contract.
It's like just like they say, business and pleasure.
Yep.
I want you to love me.
corporation.
I want you to bust me down.
Yep.
Great
All that.
sex. I
Yep.
want you to pay my bills and everything.
Yep.
But also, I'm gonna need you to have a plan. I'm gonna need you to walk with purpose.
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to lead so I can submit, because I don't want to do this shit by myself. I don't want to do all
But
that.
no, back to like what you were saying about Fantasia though. Like you said, you agree with her to a certain extent, and so do I. But this is what women do not understand. The Bible says submit unto each other. Not just the woman submits to the man.
Right.
It says unto each other. So I don't understand. But
When did her view change though? Because you know she had a baby from a married man.
oh, you all right about that, didn't she?
That's the same
She
thing my mother
did.
said.
Well,
Light came on.
I mean, we grow.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we
you can
can.
take Sierra
we grow.
and Future versus her and Russell. She thought Future was the it guy.
Future was
And
community
then-
dick.
And then she turned around.
Yeah, 'cause he
but
had
she
multiple
loved him,
kids
child.
before
She
he
did that
got
little
with her.
wax song with him. Okay, they loved each other. Okay,
Right.
the little hood ghetto version of love.
Right.
And then she went and prayed because
He got hood twins. You know what a hood twin is? You got a baby over here in this project, and then you
Same
got a
year?
baby over there.
Oh,
at
then the same age.
Different women, same age. That's a hood twin.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
See, like,
Yeah.
but she changed it up, so maybe Fantasia did have to change it up because Sierra changed it up 100,
Yeah, and
180,
and she
well,
has to grow.
360, and it looks like a better woman. You can see she glows
Got a
like a
good
better
man.
woman. Her business is booming
that's
like.
right. That's right.
So in
Yeah,
conclusion,
when a man-
we need Sierra's prayer.
Yeah.
Let us know, because you in the A, so let us know.
Right. Okay. So, what do you guys think about what's going on with Wendy Williams and her date? Not just her, but just women dating while they're still married.
I think you can date while you're still married, as
you're
long as
separated.
it's not no law. Yeah, when you separated, as long as it's
Legally
not
separated.
legally separated. as long as it ain't no law. And the government ain't gonna come back to you for doing anything like that. You know,
you ain't gonna get locked up.
You ain't gonna get locked up or anything like that. I think it's fine.
I do
but
too.
I bet y'all will have my receipts showing that wherever I was doing my thing, I was separated. They come back on me on paper.
On paper, like when you go to court.
Yeah,
and
he
you
ain't finna try to use it against me. Well, she did this. You knew we were separated.
Right.
You know
That's why you go do it legally.
That's right.
Go to the court and you can do a paperwork where you're legally separated. I don't think there's anything wrong with dating while you're separated. I really don't.
I think that she needs a break. You know, I really think she needs to exhale and because she just jumped out of that to the young guy.
She jumped right out of that crazy, abusive marriage.
But how long was she with him?
I think 25 years. But see, both of us being from New York, I used to listen to her when I was younger, and I followed her career, and she's done a good, awesome job at what she does. But I also believe, and I've read all her books, all of them, her advice books and everything. Yeah, I love to read. I read all her advice books, her books, and in her book about her life, I think it's called Wendy's Got the Heat. She there's a chapter where the husband and they're both talking. I guess it was an interviewer, and they were asking him questions, and you can tell in that chapter that he was a controlling kind of guy. You could tell in the chapter, like she'll be talking, saying a sentence, he'd be like, "Hold on, let me talk." You know, it just seemed real. You cut her off, very demanding. And now, you know, everything came out. I think she was okay with him as long as we didn't know that he had a side chick.
I think exactly. I feel like
as soon as we found out, now it's a problem. Now because it's a baby.
I mean, because the thing is that how you not gonna know? She knew.
She knew
because you too rich to not know.
And
you know
she puts the PI, like you private eyes on
all you
him.
do is spill tea. So, bruh, you knew, and you were fine with it.
You was fine
and
with it.
And you know what? If I was rich and I was gonna be all right, I'd probably be fine with it too. If I wasn't, you know, just in hindsight, because people don't want to ruin their families.
Yeah.
Change is hard. The thought of change scares people. It brings on anxiety. She was on alcohol, like drinking.
Well, that's
alcohol,
what they say allegedly.
Probably on drugs. I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
So the thing is that she really was losing control. It wasn't anything she could really. That's probably why she got back on the drugs hard.
And I can guarantee
that's if that happened.
Yeah. And I can guarantee somebody shot her a text and a couple of pictures of, you know, him doing his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey girl, this
it
your
was
man.
okay as long as we. It's okay.
But it wasn't
okay
a problem
as
until
long
we
as
found out.
But if you're married and you're separated, and a baby pops up in the situation, does that officially ruin your relationship, or can you stick through that?
I can't stick through. I don't think I'm mature enough to be able to handle
I don't think I'm. I can't do that.
I don't know, because I'm gonna be in jail, so.
So
we'll bail you out.
Someone
so you
be
will
hurt.
Officially and
legally
gonna
be
separated.
Yeah. I don't know.
You'll be
I'm a really open-minded person. Like I am. Like I don't know if I would pull a Gabby Union. You know, I don't know. Right now,
I couldn't do it.
Well,
what Gabby do?
See, I ain't got no husband, child. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
He had a
maybe
man
when I
with
get
it.
a husband, maybe I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. I probably will.
Like
I don't know, but
is it contradicting?
That's right. Why they were broke up.
And they were broke up.
He
and
made
they were
a baby.
not married though, so they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
They took a break.
He made a baby. Yeah.
And she
that's
took him
right.
back, and everybody called her stupid.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
that's
right.
what you're saying. If you take a break and then
So she was saying that she went back because that's her best friend. They were on a break. There is no terms between each other. And that's what I think is maturity. That's why I said I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you have to be a mature person, and it has to be a lot of communication. But in order to have that, you really got to have a top-notch type relationship.
Now,
like you gotta be 100.
That's
like, if you not,
that's different if you are on
and
a
I feel
break
like
or
the
broken
way
up.
had to be for her to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because now they had their own baby.
Right.
He had to be like, they had to come together, and she was like, tell me everything that happened on this break. Don't hold nothing back. If you hold something back, it's done.
Yeah.
Well, here come little Bobo.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, girl, I love you, and so do Bobo. Like, they had to have a real conversation, but people don't really do that. So I don't know. It would be a very hard situation.
Yeah. But back to what I was saying about Wendy Williams and her dating while she's still married. I think that like she goes on her show to, I don't know, get back at like let her husband. I had company last night, or things that she was saying is like, okay, you really rubbing it in.
Yes, you better be
careful.
What
I'm saying? Like, these Bible thumpers might come after you, girl. You like you proud that you ain't even, your name ain't even signed, and you splurging and spending money on that young guy. Oh.
Oops.
Yeah. So what do y'all? Yeah. What's your opinion on that, T.K.O? Like her going on her show on her platform talking about having male company.
I kind of think that she's really doing that to make herself to make herself. I don't want to say look good, but to try to kind of help her get over the hurt. Get over
and
what's going on.
The viewers think she's strong and she's. Yeah, because if she didn't come back on that show after everything is good in Hunterville, and she never came back and even corrected and say, you know what, I get up here, I gossip, I talk about what people should do in their relationships and their marriage and their dating and what you should and shouldn't do, and you ain't even living it. Right. So, I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong if she was dating like a regular everyday woman that's dating while married. But somebody that has a platform like she has to just like, yep, I had company last night.
What happened? Yep.
But you know what?
And it was very quick.
I feel like that's true Wendy form though. She does everything for ratings. She always has. Even when she was on the radio arguing with Whitney, like she does everything for ratings. So it's not really.
So you don't think she's really dating?
I think that she does everything for like the attention. She may be dating this person, but I don't think that is like serious at all. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I feel like she comes on there and says she had company and things like that. It is to kind of rub it in. It is to let people know, like, oh, I'm still out here moving and shaking. Yeah. I think that it's braver to just be like, bitch, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
Right.
Because see, this is the thing. What people don't understand is that every person has gone through heartbreak. Absolutely. And you are trying to come off as this bad ass, I'm hanging with Black China. Girl, you 50-something. Right. What are you doing? You don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. You are Wendy Williams. Here you talking about, like, you need to know that. Right. And at your age, if you don't know that, you don't need to be dating. So when you put these stories out here and everything, it really doesn't boost your credibility. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm my sad ass auntie.
Right. Yeah,
who came to the barbecue with a damn not a love story novel and a damn flask
at the same time.
Auntie Deborah,
like you're right though, because it was a couple times she posted stuff on Instagram and it'll be like a Timberland boot and her wig on top of the boot, like you trying to suggest you got bust down. Yeah, you got bust down, and it was not by your husband. It's like, it's obvious that you're hurt. You was with somebody for 20-something years, and then he goes and has a baby.
It's embarrassing, you know. She
it's embarrassing.
All her stuff happened right in public eye, so it's embarrassing. Yeah. So really, what she's displaying is hurt.
It's hurt,
and people
trying to hold it together.
We see that she's really a hurting young lady, you know.
Yeah, and like you say, hanging with Black China and all of that, like But this is off the topic, but I'm just gonna say this really. That what she's doing is a lot of her relationships got messed up behind her husband. A lot. Now she has Tamar back on. Now Nene's back on. She's trying to, now her and Charlamagne are good. And, she's trying to get those relationships back that her husband has something to do with her losing those. Because if you would ask her a year ago about certain people, she says, who? Who's that? Who? And those same people, right, some people are like looking at her like, now you want to be cool with these people again? Like, it clearly was the husband. It clearly was the husband.
So he was controlling.
Yes. Obvious. It was so obvious.
But she's the breadwinner, so yes.
But they did build stuff together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When he met her, she was on the radio and she didn't even, I don't think had a morning show yet.
What was he doing? What did he
He's a manager.
Yeah, he ended up being her manager.
Yeah, I know he was her manager. He was like the PR
before that, I think he had like barbershops, gyms, like little small little.
So he was a regular guy.
Yeah. But he helped her build what she got. You know what I mean? But yeah, so she just needs to. I do want her to have fun. I do want her to date. Yeah. You know, because I'm not a believer that she's really as happy as she saying she.
Oh no, she's not.
She's being entertained, and I had company last night, and you know, like we know you hurt, and it's okay to say you hurt.
And people actions or reactions are different to hurt. Yeah, you have some people they be hurt, they drink. Yeah, start drinking and start doing things to cover, to help that mask that pain.
Right.
So I mean, yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're gonna close up this table talk. Once again, I'm Cubicle Vez.
I'm Sistah Shay.
I'm T.K.O.
Lady.
Unique.
And this is Eve's Garden. Later.
Bye.